I've actually gone through domestic violence, and I've lived through it through a lot of relationships. Um, I'm gonna give one account of one of the times um, that it was probably the worst I have ever experienced. Uh, I got to his place. I think the worst thing is that he was sober. At least I think he was. He might have done coke that night. I don't know. Um, but I was drunk. I was drunk off my ass. Because our relationship had kind of already been going downhill a little bit. And so I coped with that by getting drunk, meeting new people. Um, anyway, so I got to his place and I got there at like 7 in the morning, which is probably a bad time to get there. But he got really upset. I mean, yeah, of course. I mean, I tried crawling in bed with him and it was just horrible. And we got into a really big argument. And um, I got on the phone with a friend, a male friend. And I was laughing away and talking about how much fun I had that night. And I guess my boyfriend at the time overheard the conversation and just so pissed, so angry, so much rage. I grabbed the phone out of my hands. Who the fuck are you talking to? Who the fuck is this? I don't care. Even though he knew this friend. This is a mutual friend of ours. He grabbed my phone. I jumped off of the couch. I went to go get it from him. He wanted to look through the phone log and see what guys I had been talking to. He looked through my previous messages, my Facebook messages, and I mean, I didn't have anything to hide, but any little message, anything, would have just driven him off the wall, which is what happened. And he grabbed me and he pinned me up against the wall and he choked me so hard that I had a seizure and I passed out. And it was one of those kind of seizures where you don't completely black out. It's more like kind of like an absent seizure. And my body just kind of fell like against the wall. And I slid down to the bottom of the floor. And my head's just, kind of turned. My eyes glaring straight forward. I can hear everything going around me, but I can't control my body. I have no control over my body. And all I hear is him in the other room looking through my phone. So while I laid there on the floor, waiting for sensation to come back through my body, all he cared about was what guys I had been talking to that night or who I had been with. And I got up and I was gonna go. I wanted to run out, right? I wanted to get out of there. But I love him so much. And I don't understand how somebody who you love so much and who says they love you, how they could do that. Yet blame it on me and say it was my fault. And I drove him to do that. I'm the one who made him choke me. I'm the one who made him throw me out of the door. Because that's what ended up happening afterwards. So I was already by the door, and then he was like, get the fuck out. Just get the fuck out of here. And he opened the door, and I didn't want to leave. I didn't even have shoes on. I was like in pajamas or something. And he grabbed me from the back of my head, grabbed me from the back of my hair, and just tossed me out. Tossed me out of that door. Tossed me out. I fell on the floor. I was on the concrete outside of his apartment door. And I'm just crying and trying to figure out what the heck just happened and how this just went so fucking wrong. So I ran to his neighbor's door because I didn't have my phone, and I figured, you know what? Like, screw this. I'm gonna call the fucking cops. Like, I am so tired of this. And I'd been in previous relationships where something very similar had happened. And I never filed any reports on any of those guys. And this guy, I really wanted to. I really, really wanted to, for the first time, stand up for myself. Even though I loved him so much. And I knew he would blame it on me, and he would hate me if I called the cops and filed a report. But I did anyways. And I told them everything. But the thing is that, like, I'm still with this guy. And I recanted everything that I had put, like, on file, that I had told the officers. I recanted it all. I made a statement to his lawyer saying that I made the whole thing up. And sometimes I feel like he still doesn't understand what he put me through. Even though he's had to take anger management classes, and he took classes and stuff, and, like, I still feel like he doesn't understand how worthless it made me feel. How ugly. Going back to work and trying to show myself to the rest of the world like I'm wearing this mask. Like, nobody knows what I've been through or what I've gone through, and it sucks. And it sucks. So maybe if telling a real story of something that's really happened gets the word out there that this stuff is real, and it really does affect and hurt people. Their confidence, their trust, their loyalty, their worthiness, everything. It affects them so emotionally deep. Maybe getting this out, I don't know, maybe I'll feel like I belong. Anyways, my name is Jessica Ledesma. I am 28. Thank you for listening.